Big up, everybody. It's your girl, Sofia, here back on Sofia's Football Talk to, of course, preview the Manchester Derby, the first of probably many this season, as we take on, of course, Man City for the Community Shield. Um, Patrick here, special guest, who's been here on the channel before. How are you, mate? Are you good?
I'm good, man. I'm doing good. I've been watching your channel from a distance. Sunshine, I'm loving the channel too, and her TikTok stuff. Waffle, I haven't spoken
Yes.
to you in a long time, Mr. Waffle. So maybe we'll speak soon. But big up to all
Yeah.
the uh, United fans. Even though I don't like any of you, but anyway, big up to all of you.
Yeah, indeed. Hey, big up for sure. Guys, I have Patrick's channel handle in the title, but also in the description box. So make sure that you do subscribe to his channel, show him some love. And yeah, before we fully dive in, make sure, of course, you subscribe to this channel, like this video on your way in, because the more likes we get, the more we're able to push the video out there for new people to discover. Indeed, as well, feel free to join the SFT membership. Link is in the description box. And let's get into it. So, before we fully start to talk about the Community Shield, I do want to talk about the transfers,
Mm.
of course, as well, the season ahead. Big up, by the way, to man like Will. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, let me start off with Man City. I mean, the big one, Alvarez to Atletico Madrid. What's about that, Patrick?
I don't
What's
know.
about that?
I said it to people. Like, once you talk, with Pep Guardiola, once you go to an interview and you say something that's a bit iffy, even though the players later on always try to say, I didn't mean it like that. I just told people this guy is gone. As like, what? It's one of the guys who's so adamant and stubborn on the City group. He's like, no way, Alvarez will be silly to throw him away. I was like, nah, he's gone. I was like, do you remember when Jesus went to Brazil, had the interview and started talking about, oh, I was not being played, I was left in the dark, but I appreciate City. I like to be there. Boom, Arsenal. Zinchenko, oh yeah, I don't like the position I play. I'd rather play midfielder. Boom, he came
Mhm.
back, gone. Obviously, people say, "Oh, they're coming back. It's fine." But you can see from his voice that he's not happy because he doesn't. Pep Guardiola and these managers, they don't like players going to interviews and saying these things. But I think
Yeah.
Julian Alvarez, it hurt Pep a bit. I don't know if you've seen the interview. He seems a bit hurt because you remember people were complaining that he's shoehorning him into the team, forcing him into the team, and
Yes.
benching midfielders. So I think Pep was a bit disappointed, saying, brother, I looked after you a whole season. I was even playing you instead of playing Nunes and
Yes.
Kovacic. I was willing to lose to play you, and you still say you don't have enough minutes. Then I knew that he was gone. But Atletico Madrid, they seem like they're doing good business. Where are they getting the money from? Everybody's asking. Because let's think about it. Atletico Madrid have always broken records. Let's not
They
forget
have.
Joao Felix,
No.
170. We said,
Yeah.
where did they get the money from? Where did they
Yeah.
get the money from? I'm starting to ask because they don't. Let's be honest. Do they? I don't know. Maybe the commercial is that great. No, they don't win
Yeah.
trophies a lot. But Julian Alvarez to Atletico, I thought Atletico were going to look for 40 million. They'll start hungering to say, okay, let's say 50. They came with 55 and it was rejected. I was like, maybe they're gone because they went and bought that striker. Is it Sherlock or is it Soloff? Is it what's his
Oh,
name? Soloff?
Sirlot.
Yeah, yeah,
Sirlot.
yeah. Him. They
Yeah.
went to buy him, so I thought, oh, it was done. They're not gonna buy Julian Alvarez, but no, look at that. Apparently, Simeone wanted him and 95 million euros again. Atletico spending big on a striker. Let's not forget on Morata. Before they got Morata a few times, at the first time they bought him, I think was a big amount. So look, he's gone. There's one thing though. People want to understand this, unless obviously sometimes you're a City fan or maybe you're looking from outside. Julian
Mm-hmm.
Alvarez is actually leaving. I thought about it. It's actually a good thing for Man City because Pep had a headache. The player was too good to leave on the
Yep.
bench. So,
Yep.
and Pep knew he's a World Cup winner. And I think Pep had this guilt saying, I can't leave a World Cup winner on the bench. But now him leaving, I have
Sultan.
noticed that that headache is gone and there won't be any headaches of anybody saying, oh, I need to come on. And even that first nine thing, Sofia, will come back. And once it comes back, it might be curtains for most teams because he might be
Mm.
bring the first nine, then Haaland can go to the bench. So I don't really think we need a striker. So Julian Alvarez to Atletico, I'm pretty sure the rival fans were shocked. But let me ask you as a rival fan, because I asked
Mm.
somebody and they said it makes City weaker. Do you think Alvarez leaving makes City weaker? Because I don't think it does.
I mean, it depends also on who you. I mean, do you think that you'll be getting a replacement, or will you be having current players that will be playing as a false nine?
I think he might go with the first nine. I might be wrong, but according to the rumors, they don't really see anything as a replacement. They were talking about Eze, but I asked some guy today on Twitter. I was like, "What's Eze gonna do at City? Let's bring him right now. Where is he gonna play? It's just going to be another player
That
who's
is a
gonna be
good point.
unhappy. Like, where does he
Yeah.
play? Oscar Bob has been cooking.
Oh,
Savio just came in.
yes.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Savio just came in. Um, Marketing is staying, and he can play attacking midfielder. He can also play in the wings. Where will Eze
Hmm.
come in? I know that when KDB gets injured, that's when we always get stuck. But this time, keeping Marketing, keeping O'Reilly with the first team, there's just so much in the squad. Let's not forget Nunes. Nunes is still with the squad, and he's not going to be sold. And I like Nunes. I think he's going to do good. Let's not forget
Really?
Kovacic.
Okay.
Yeah, and you don't like Nunes. I might don't know who rates
No, no,
Nunes.
no, 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 no. I just haven't been impressed by him in the first season. But then again, like often new players for Man City do really struggle the first season.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
So we'll see. Maybe he does well the second season, but I will keep a close eye for sure. But I haven't been too impressed
It
as
looks
of
like
yet.
he's on your agenda list because I've got few
No, no, no.
agenda.
I actually I don't know.
uh,
Imagine that. But yeah, I mean, since you did ask me whether or not I feel like with the fact that Alvarez has left, has that weakened you to some extent? Because the problem is, let's say you have a Haaland that ends up being injured, you know, who comes in? If you haven't sorted that out with having somebody that can either, like you mentioned, play as a false nine, then I do believe you'll struggle a little bit unless somebody, whether it is somebody else that's already in the squad, and you start to use that person more so as a false nine, then okay, and he ends up cooking, then hey, no biggie. But if that's not the case, I think you will at some point be a slightly little bit weakened. Just my opinion. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I just don't. The thing is, I don't see like okay, even right now, what would we do? Would
Mhm.
we go say Ollie Watkins come here? Is he going to? Is Watkins will come maybe just say I want to go win a trophy. You know what I mean? And I want to go play for Pep. But in about a few times, what is he going to start saying? I want to play. I want to play. You know what I mean? Because this is the thing about Man City. I have seen that if we can actually go get any striker, and they'll say yes because they just want to play Champions League, they want to pay for Pep, and obviously they want to win a trophy. You know what I mean? And but when the trophies are won, I've noticed that's when some players start talking. Some players that were accepting, like Alvarez was accepting that Haaland is coming because he came the same time with Haaland, remember? So he knew that
Yes,
Haaland is coming.
yes.
He knew that I'm going against Haaland, and Haaland is just Haaland. Haaland doesn't suit Pep's system. We all said that, but it's Haaland. It doesn't matter. He just let him stand in front, wait
Yeah.
for the ball, he will score, and that's what we need for City. And that's what people used to say about City. That yes, you play all this beautiful tiki taka, but sometimes you need somebody who just has to be clinical. The Champions League, that's why maybe we won because even in the Champions League, if you see the goal, Haaland was just standing there, and the players actually thought it's going to go to Haaland, and the whole
Hmm.
left Rodri alone, went to Haaland. So I don't know. I think it's going to be first nine. Foden was a very good first nine. Remember when Aguero was injured during Aguero's last thing, and let's not forget KDB can play maybe first nine because now he can't really have the legs to be walking and running around the midfield. In that
Yeah.
way, we can
Good
have
point.
KDB in the team and other players. I'm just saying Pep, I'm pretty sure Pep is going to play Oscar Bob as a first line because he likes Oscar Bob a lot. And he seems to be talking about Bob being a forward, a small forward or something. He says, I like it, reminds me of small forwards. Remember, he used to like Pedro in Barcelona,
Yeah.
Messi as a
Yeah.
first line, short first line. He says small first lines are very hard to find, but are very
Yeah.
good because you can get the
That's
ball
not a
off
bad
them.
shout.
So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see anyway. He'll find a solution, obviously. And let's not even forget he was saying he wants to try Savio as a striker. That's what he's saying. We'll see. We'll
Yeah, the
see.
thing is with Pep is like this guy is, I like to call him a lunatic because he's just the stuff that he does, the stuff that he comes up with, you're like, okay, whoa. And sometimes, most often he do be very successful with it. So he'll find the solution.
He will.
I won't be surprised by that. He'll definitely do, for sure. And you might be right. Maybe he'll have like a Phil Foden, have like maybe a De Bruyne sometimes here and there. But in what you mentioned with Alvarez when he came in the same time as Haaland, he knew. That's why I find it a little bit strange that he went to Atletico Madrid when they just bought a striker as well.
Have you heard the agenda? People are waiting for this. They're like, we dare him to go there and then get benched by another Norwegian player, and then he'll be like, "What are you doing, brother?" You know what I mean? Imagine.
God, I didn't even think about it that
Yeah.
way. Yeah, because I was like, they just got themselves a striker. He has the number 9 shirt. Alvarez comes in for a lot of money. It'll be very interesting how they'll manage. But
Does he play?
we will.
Simeone used to play with two. He likes two strikers, doesn't he? He does.
Yeah,
But he's with
that's
Griezmann.
also.
Griezmann is like a number 10. Does he play Griezmann as a
Yep.
number 10 or 4? I don't know. Simeone, I'm pretty sure he does. He loves 4-4-2. Remember, he's sort of an old school guy.
I think it'll be. I think probably Alvarez will be cooking. And you didn't mention Savi. Is it Savi or is it Savi? I always be.
Okay, so apparently
what is his name?
It's Savinho, but you can also call him Savio. Yeah, but it's Savinho.
Okay.
I know rival fans were trying to cook us, saying we're putting Savinho on his jersey to sell the jerseys because of Ronaldinho. I'm telling you, and Sunshine, I know you like hate watching. I know you're waiting. I know she's waiting. I know she's waiting for Savio to have a stinker. I know most people are waiting for a stinker because we succeeded with hate watching for Anthony, that fake Brazilian you employ at United.
I don't blame him. He's from Peru. Patrick, he's from Peru. He's not from Brazil.
Is he? Oh, you're just throwing him away. Is he?
I'm just making that up. He ain't no Brazilian. That ain't no Choco Bonito.
Yeah, but listen, I don't get it though. I used to watch that guy. Like I've watched, like even when you watch the comps and when you watch him, you're like, this guy cooks. What's happening? Is he shy? Was he taught to not cook here? Was he taught don't cook here? Is that what they told him? I don't get it. Because I used to see him dribble like a Brazilian, and now he comes here. He's done. And he was doing it the first season. Remember when he came? He was dribbling. He was dangerous. So what happened? Did they tend to tone him down?
Like the Arsenal game, he looked good in the first opening. He scored in his debut. Yeah. But it's just, oh my God.
Maybe they told him to slow it down or take it easy, or that this ain't.
I don't know. He's too predictable as well. I can't. But either way, I would love to hear your thoughts about Savio, though.
Oh, Savio is a good player. I think I was some of us got interested in watching him when Girona was doing very well, and I was telling somebody was saying I'm not saying the truth. I was like he was actually the best winger. I remember in let's be honest, in La Liga he was actually the one cooking, and he was the one. I think he was in the team of the season too. He made the team of the season. Yeah, he was in the team of the season. I think so. The thing about him is this. You remember when City fans were complaining about Jack, saying he can't dribble past the fullback. You know Jack really. I think Jack is good. He's a good player. I think, let's be honest, but I think what Jack said is right. Jack said I'm a number 10 who has been taught to play as a winger. He said it openly. He said it. He didn't hide it. He said he said yes, at Villa I kept on going to the left side, but I used to easily link with somebody at the left, but he says I was never a left winger. I'm a number 10. I like to play down the middle. But if the manager wants me to play as a winger, the manager will play me as a winger. I think Jack is very creative, and I've told many people. But Savio, there's something different about him. It's the way he takes on the defenders and the speed, and he's got the same move he does, but you can't do anything about it. You remember the same thing as Riyad Mahrez. Mahrez would do the same thing, cut in, but you can't do anything about it. Savio is the same. He's got a move where he hits the ball in front of you and runs for the ball, but you can't, because the way he does it is very tricky. And I think that's what City need, because you saw at the end of the last season, he was Pep said playing Doku, because teams were parking the bus and we were so predictable. So you needed somebody who was just unpredictable. That's why Doku kept on getting penalties, making a lot of defenders sweat, which was good. So Savio is here to do the same thing. And the fact that for a long time, apart from Riyad Mahrez, City haven't actually had a right winger. If you think about it, for a while, we haven't had a right winger for a while. We've been forcing Foden there. Bernardo, I think, is a better midfielder than a winger. Bernardo will cook as a winger, but not always. So I think having Savio means Bernardo drops back into midfield, which is a very good position now. So it might actually be Bernardo, Rodri, De Bruyne, which I think even if Foden, maybe even Foden in there. I don't know how he's gonna play it, Pep, because now he's got wingers. So are you still going to continue
I mean,
forcing
it's a good
Foden as a?
headache to have, though. You
I
got
know it
up,
is, yeah. It was
you
bad
know.
sometimes seeing Bernardo as a winger, while sometimes we were lacking in midfield. Because I saw moments where
Yeah.
like Bernardo would have been useful in midfield, and yet we're playing him as a winger. So Xavi is going to bring a lot, and I hope he cooks a bit in the United game. I just hope because what do we have to lose? Just throw him in there and tell him play Brazilian football against Wan-Bissaka, because you have to pass against Wan-Bissaka. That's the biggest acid test in the Prem. I still rate Wan-Bissaka as the guy who sometimes you have to pass his acid test, because
Yeah.
if you go through at Wan-Bissaka, you must be very good, because that
One,
guy.
I hate to break it to you, but Wambi won't be there.
Oh, what's up? Is he being sold?
No. I mean, they're still working on it, but it's we will dive into more so the squad later. But
Yeah.
he's definitely one of. I mean, our back line is whoo, it is thin. It
Wait,
is. Yeah.
but it's not bad. It's a City usually lose community shields. Pep doesn't care. He just throws in
He really
anybody.
doesn't. He
Yeah,
really doesn't.
yeah, he
That
throws
is
in
a good
anybody.
point.
No, Sabio will be good. Sabio will be good. And if you've watched him even for Brazil, when he came on, he looked like the
Mm,
more better winger than most of them, the more Brazilian than majority of them. Let's not forget the Brazilian legends have said they don't want to watch this team anymore. But
exactly.
yeah,
It just doesn't give like what we used to grow up with, Patrick. It's
nah,
just it's not the
that's gone.
same.
That's gone. It's gone.
Exactly.
That is gone.
I used to
That is gone.
love Brazil, like early two. Oh,
Do you remember these guys
this
used to
is
produce a striker? They used to always be a striker, no matter even if you're just obviously some of them used to be one hit wonders, but who cares? But they always had a
but
striker.
something.
Yeah, from
Yes,
nowhere. It's not happening anymore these days. They have Richarlison and Jesus. I think Jesus is good, but I think it's the only issue with Jesus is I don't think he's clinical enough. But I think he's
it
good
has
for a
to be.
Brazilian. Yeah, he's very good. Yeah, so Savio,
Yeah.
Savio bring that sort of unpredictableness, which we were very unpredictable. Let's be honest, all the time, and
Mhm.
you could tell. Even somebody told me, like, City are gonna play left, they'll play it back. That our wingers will hold the ball or do this. None of our wingers want to run at the fullback. And guess what? The fullbacks do. They just stand there. They know that they're gonna just be passing the same thing. So you need somebody who has to take on counters to be fast. So
Yeah.
imagine if it's Doku, Haaland, Sabi on a counter with that speed, you're in trouble.
And
So
the thing is, I've been been watching Haaland for years. He, especially when it comes to counter attacks, deadly. So you would really want him in those type of situations. And I mean, I've been seeing some of your preseason games, and especially the one against Chelsea. Guy was cooking. There wasn't a lot of chances,
Chelsea,
but he
yeah,
had
I
the
didn't watch that.
opportunities that he was alert and he was on it.
Yeah.
That's the Holland that I know very well. So yeah, I think he's definitely going to continue being a beast,
Yeah,
100% this
with
season.
Savi and Doku. Hopefully that the three. I don't know if we're gonna see the three because I have a feeling that we might not actually see that three. I think he might actually
Okay,
continue with Grealish in one of the wings to bring balance. But I would
maybe.
love Grealish as a 10. I've said it multiple times. Just put him back as a 10. Let him create. Give him the
Yeah,
freedom to create. Because I think he's a very creative player. And let's
he
not
is.
forget, I know people keep saying, oh, it was Aston Villa, but I don't care. He was one of the most creative players in the Premier League. You know what I mean? And we have two eyes. We used to see what he did. Because I remember when Jack was coming to City, I genuinely thought he was taking over KDB. I genuinely thought the guy was going to create this Jack.
Damn.
Yeah, because he was remember how creative he was. Man, there's
Yeah.
balls he used to put through for players at Villa. I'll be like, oh my God, Haaland would love that. It's just that
No, I hear it.
obviously
Yeah.
his wings got clipped at City. Let's be honest. When you come to City, your wings get clipped a bit. You're not the guy. They just put you in the background. So De Bruyne getting old, somebody's going to have to start stepping up. And I think we saw him in preseason, Jack as a 10. It was working. But Savio coming in, maybe we might see a few games where actually Jack is put in midfield. You never know.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
you didn't mention Doku. I mean, I'm maybe one of the very few. I really like that guy.
Yeah. So,
When you got him, I was like, I can't sit there and hate. I like him.
people
It's just
hated him. I remember
no.
I had to fight
I
for
was
him.
like, I never understood the hate. There's something exciting about the play when he gets the ball. I get off my seat. There's something interesting. He just has to
That's
work a
what
little bit
everybody grew
more.
up on, you know? That's what
Yeah,
everybody grew up on. Yeah.
that's the type of wingers that I like,
Yeah.
that can be a bit more direct than just But he just has to work a little bit more on maybe the decision making, the finishing,
Yeah,
that
decision making. Yeah.
small touch.
Mm.
But once he do that, a force to be reckoned with. And I think this might be his season.
Yeah,
I just have a
I think
feeling.
you're right. That's the thing. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I think you used to see me on Twitter. A lot of people hated him. City fans hated him, and some didn't
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
want to
I've
see him.
seen
Like,
you been
yeah,
backing him.
yeah.
You are like,
I was like,
yeah.
guys, you give everybody a first season at City. Why do you pick and choose? And people pick and choose. And that's what I've noticed at City. City fans keep saying no, we never choose, but I've seen them choose before. I've seen
But
them
you
choose
do.
who
Yeah.
deserves a first season, and I've seen them say because even like Nunes, I was like, I get it. It wasn't impressive, but
Mm.
I was like, that's the thing about Pep. He's got favorites. His favorite was Alvarez, so he was benching Nunes and Kova, who are actual midfielders, to
Yeah.
show on Alvarez. So maybe Nunes will have the opportunity now, because
Maybe.
we have a lot of games to play. So somewhere Nunes is gonna have to play somewhere. And let's not forget
Oh
this
yeah.
same Nunes, or like this same Nunes and Doku, these two guys, Doku and Nunes, were our best players at that World Cup thing. The Club World Cup. They were the two best players, I think. So it was but Doku will cook. I like you're right. I like excitement. I hate these modern wingers that are given instructions or just stand here, hold the ball. Don't like where's the dribbling? Like they dribble your man.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you.
yeah,
Just stop being robots. Give me
yeah.
something. Give me flair.
I
Don't
know.
be afraid. Go for it.
Yeah,
I hate when, like, especially when it comes to transition. Okay, some certain aspects you do sometimes need to slow the ball and be like,
yeah,
just
yeah,
keep
yeah.
it. But in other moments, go for it. Use your attributes, whether you got pace or you got proper technical dribbling, use it. Please
Yeah,
give me something.
where are the days when wingers would score goals? Like it's gone. Like I remember we were looking at the list. I was like, the wingers, there's none. I was like, where are the wingers?
Yeah, no worries. Let me read some comments here. Big up, everybody. Keep liking the video. Keep liking, of course. Again, subscribe to Patrick's channel. The channel handle is in the title, but also in the description. We're still on the road to 3K subscribers, so let's make it happen. And big up to Sunshine, one of our members. If you want to become a member yourself, then the link is in the description box. You get customized badge, customized emojis, and yeah, we will be starting some soon, very soon. Exclusive content for the members. Big up. Yes, Sunshine. I know oh, when Patrick is on, he's on. Yeah, but he'll come very soon for sure, and continue. Big up Tulumba says Rashi wants to dribble, but dribbling doesn't want it. Oh my God, Rashi wants to dribble, but dribbling doesn't want him. Oh, that is funny as hell. I'm so sorry.
What's
Thank you
with
so.
the United fans and the hate for Rashford? Rashford has been one of your best players for years. I don't know why you guys hate him now. I was disappointed to see people arguing with him at the stadium. I feel bad for him. I was like, this guy is Mr. United. Why are they doing this to him?
It's
I know
such a
he's
yeah.
stinking up the place, but come on, everybody stinks up the place once in a while,
No, I hear it. It's a very big disconnect with him and the fans. I mean, Sunshine, sis, you and me both have been saying, hey, and then like Tolumba, I mean, from us, it's not hate. It's basically what Sunshine is saying. He's been too inconsistent, and I think also I just been fed up with sometimes doesn't seem to be like fully on it, wants to really do it. So I don't know. I'm willing to give him one more season, but that's about it. If he doesn't cook this season, broski, you gotta go. You gotta go.
Oh, so you want to
Because
sell
I've
him?
had enough. Oh, hey, hey, yeah. I wanted him to go this season. I mean, before this season, basically this window, but that ain't happening. So I've settled down. I'll keep him now. But after the season, if things still are the same, you gotta go. You gotta go. Well, let's maybe divert the conversation a little bit more to Man United. So obviously we've been making some signings as well, but we started off the transfer window like woof, refreshing. You know, getting some backroom stats in, of course. Euro to Man United. Xerxes, we haven't seen him play yet. Euro played some preseason games and unfortunately injured. Initially, he was only going to be out for 3 months. Now, suddenly, I'm hearing he won't be featuring until like the new year. So, well, what's your thoughts about United? Like what we're doing in the transfer window? We're always obviously trying to get some other signings in as well, but I would love to hear your honest opinion
I thought
about
you guys
what
were
we've
on
been doing.
fire. I was surprised. I was jealous for a minute. I was like, oh my god, look at these guys, because you were on fire. It was like, oh, United want they want delete. Oh, after that, oh, they want that. Is it Ugati, whatever his name is? I
Yeah,
don't.
yeah, yeah.
I've
Okay,
never
yeah, yeah,
watched him, so I won't say much about
yeah.
him. But people are saying he can
Mhm.
cook. I still think somebody disagreed with me, but I still think Sabitzer could have stayed. I keep saying that, but anyway, you
No,
you guys let him go.
I
I
agree
just,
with you.
yeah, I just feel like Sabitzer could have stayed. I think he could have been a very good option, but I was like, United are doing good. The YOLO guy, I know he was forced to come here. I heard he was told that if you don't go, brother,
Did he have
there's.
a gun to his head? Hmm?
I know, but you know what made me laugh is the pictures. These players, they can tell from pictures. Have you seen Cocaine Gallagher? Conor Gallagher, aka Cocaine Gallagher. He's just like this with the flag. He's not happy. He's like,
No,
I
no,
don't.
no, 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 no. That flag is just an edited picture.
Is it?
That's not
It
real.
doesn't. It doesn't
Yes.
look. It doesn't look smiley. Let's just
No,
see the
I
official.
noticed that as well, but that was just an edit.
Oh, I was wondering. I was like, it doesn't look happy. I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no,
but he
no.
won't
That
be
was
happy
not.
because he never wanted to leave England. Then they told him that
I
you're
mean,
being
yeah.
deserved.
We'll see it
Uh,
with the new. I think I saw some pictures with him at the stadium. He looked pretty
yeah.
happy, but you never know.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. So I was like, you're getting a young defender, and I heard that he's very good. I know somebody decided to bring up the comp of his failures. We've seen those before. We trust me. There used to be John Stones failure comps. They were funny. They were horrible. John Stones used to be horrible. They came to City. Trust me. If you are so. I was like, you
Yeah.
guys are cooking. I was like, one more center back, maybe delete. You're gonna force it. I don't know why you're quiet on that. I think you should have still gone for delete, regardless. We have YOLO. I think you should have continued pushing for that. Um, Frankie De Jong, I know you've been linked with him, but I don't think that guy ever wants to leave Barcelona. He's obsessed with that team. But I
He
think Frankie De
really
Jong
is.
coming to your team would be great, especially under Ten Hag. I think it will revive his career. Because let's be honest, even at Barcelona, he's no longer that guy. We used to call him that guy. There's Pedri and Gavi now, and I'm pretty sure
Mhm.
those are more preferred than him. I don't know. Anyway, to be honest, I think they would prefer more of those two. But I was like,
Mm.
United is cooking. United are gonna get a midfielder. Then you get your Zexi guy. I was like, oh my god, these guys are going through the right direction. Then boom, you just went quiet. Things just went
Still,
down as soon as if you spent all the money on YOLO or something or whatever his name. And that's the guy who got all the money. But to be honest with you, I don't know. I still think there's a lot you have to fix because I still
oh
don't
yeah.
understand. Right? Why
Hmm.
is Casemiro still here? Why am I still seeing Casemiro? Why am I seeing Casemiro on the photos for the jerseys? I don't want to see that. Like that's the guy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Even I'm not a fan, but I know that guy is done. You can't have him
Hmm.
again. That last season
Mm.
was horrible. It was more horrible for Ten Hag to play him as a defender because it made him look bad. Because Casemiro is a world
Mm.
class player. Let's be
Hmm.
honest. Regardless of the fact that he's going towards his end, this guy has done so much in his life. I hate when
Hmm.
managers start doing this. Big like players who are legends like this. Like I can call him a legend because he did so much for Madrid, and now you're playing him
Yeah.
as centre back. It made him look bad at the point where people were like
Wow.
people like what's his name, that guy who used to play for is it Cardiga, whatever his name is, had the nerve to call a 5-time UCL winner or 4-time UCL winner saying, "Oh, this guy's football is done with you." So
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I forgot his name. That guy, what's his name? The Liverpool guy. I forgot his name.
Carragher, Jamie
Yeah.
Carragher.
He's never won the premiums. He's never won the premium, so but he talks too much. But I'm saying at the point to say that Casemiro's football is done. So I just think you have to get rid of Casemiro. You have to get rid of some of these players like McTominay. I don't know what McTominay is still doing here. Get if you have got the youth because it's Kobe Mainoo is there, right?
Yeah.
And Fernandes is there. All you need is another midfield, and I think Amrabat or whatever his name is, just keep him. Keep him and
Hmm.
keep him as the second thing, but just get a nice defensive midfielder who starts before
Mm.
him, and Amrabat can come in and just help out, But I think you guys will
Mm.
cook if you buy the right thing. But please don't keep Maguire. Don't keep Casemiro. Don't be emotional. Lindelof, if he's not happy to be on the bench, throw him out. Get somebody else. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna have to be ruthless a bit. But I don't see you guys moving at all. That's what I'm saying. Why am I still seeing pictures of Scott McTominay in a new jersey? I don't want to see that. And if you move
No,
Wan-Bissaka, I think it's good. It's just that I think Wan-Bissaka is like I don't even call him a curse. It's like one of those players that you only need for certain occasions. Oh,
yeah,
there's this winger, we need you for that. But now we need
yeah,
somebody who's reliable, creative, all the time, good footballer. So I don't know. It's just United need to clean up, and I don't know why the cleanup is taking too long. Because the more the
yeah.
window is going towards the end, who's going to get Casemiro now? If Saudi are not in for him anymore, it looks like it. It's died down. Who's going to come for him? Scott McTominay, why do you keep putting a big price on him? Let other people just buy him. Give him away for 15 million. Why do you sell that 40? Give him away. Give him away.
But no, like I hear it. I mean, the thing is, though, with certain players, it is with, of course, the old regime. The board with Woodward, even with Richard Arnold and John Murtough, um, who's made, of course, given a lot of players some high wages, so it's a bit too difficult to get rid of them. I hear with, yeah, but you can just lower the fee. The thing is, though, why? Like, I want to get what we deserve in terms of. I want to get proper money.
But sometimes you just have to do that. That's what every team and
No,
City
I
did it
know.
at the beginning. Remember, we
I
did it because
know.
we had to. Remember on Pep game, we had to bite our tongues on certain things and say we're gonna have to get rid of you. Like they just had to get rid of that person out of the
I hear
wage
it.
bill and out of the thing. Like it hurts, but it is what it is. Get 20 from a few of them, add it together. It's a lot of money. Obviously, Wan-Bissaka, I think you should be asking for 40. I still think Wan-Bissaka should be asking for a good 40. But I think Scott McTominay, somebody comes with 25, give it to them. Or maybe give them a loan and an option to buy.
Hell no. They have to buy. They have to buy. But
I think he'll cook elsewhere. I think he would cook elsewhere.
oh
But not
yeah,
here.
yeah. No, I don't think McTominay is like trash or anything. I just don't think he's Man United level. And sometimes people be forgetting he looks young, but he's not young. He'll be
How old is he?
28 later this year. He'll be
Easy.
28 later this year.
Oh, I thought he was young. I used to always think.
No, I know. People be forgetting he got his debut under Jose in the 27-28 season. Basically, that's when I remember. Yeah. He's not young.
Then he has to go. That's something you have to sell him off the books.
No, we have to sell 100%. I think we probably will. The thing is, though, there's certain players like Maguire. Looks to be that he probably will be here for one more season, which makes me sick. The same with Lindelöf. Eriksen as well has 1 year left. There's several players that has 1 year left of their contracts. Some of them who I mentioned. And looks to be that they will probably be here. McTominay, I feel like he still might be going. And Wan-Bissaka. Also, there are rumors that Jadon Sancho to PSG. I don't know how 100% that will happen, but there are reports saying that maybe.
I think that'll be a good move. I think he would suit. The fact that Mbappe is not there, I think it would be good for PSG to go. PSG, to be honest with you, they should have bought Rashford. I think so. That time when they wanted to buy him.
I agree.
But I don't understand why. I think they really wanted him. They really wanted him, to be honest, and I think they were willing to pay. But I think United maybe did not want to sell then because he was good. I don't know, man. But there's just certain players in your team. Like, what the hell is Mason Mount doing here? What at United? What exactly? And why did Ten Hag lie to him in that video? Say you become a very important player. Why? And then why did you give him jersey number 7? I told my friend.
I don't know. Like, why? Look at 7.
I know.
Oh my god.
It's the worst 7 you've had at your club. Let's be honest. That's according to a name. That might be the worst 7. Who is he? I'm pretty sure these legends were like, who's Mount?
Might be up there,
But who's Mount? Like what? I don't get it. Like, what was that?
7.
And it came from nowhere. Remember, it was from nowhere. I was like, Mount to United to do what? I was like, to do what? I don't know. It's just, and giving him the 7, I think that was just next level. I never saw that.
To me, like, I was like, okay, he's now here. All right. I was never on board with that, but okay. When they gave him the number 7 shirt, that hurt my soul. That is such an iconic number for Man United. It just feels like we don't give a damn. We've been just
Yeah.
giving it to whoever.
Yeah.
We have to have basically we needed to have Ronaldo come back for it to have meaning again. You know how mad
Yeah.
that is.
Yeah. I don't know. And that jersey is it whoever wears it's supposed to be selling more a lot of jerseys. I don't think Mount sells any jerseys. You know what I mean? He does he sell many? I
I mean,
don't think so.
I've been seeing kids out here with the Mount 7 shirt, but I mean, it's the Rashford and Ganacho, and they're higher up there for
Yeah,
sure.
but I thought I don't know. Maybe Ganacho would have taken it. You know what I mean? I think I would have
Yeah, there
respected
were
that. I would
talks.
have definitely respected that. But Mount, I don't get it. Maybe we'll find
Yeah,
out. Remember, Ten Hag told him that he's going to be a very important player. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll never know. We'll see what's going to happen. But that 7 was
we will
just.
see.
He said Memphis. No, I'd rather Memphis Depay. I'm sorry. When Memphis took it, I was okay with that. I was okay with that. It's just Mount. What like if somebody in the chat tells me what exactly is Mount, what is he there to do? What did he come to do? He's not creative. What is Mount? I don't get it. I don't know. I never understood
I
what Mr.
don't
Mount was.
know. I don't
Uh,
see. The thing is, though, during preseason, it's actually been pretty solid during this preseason. But how will that, transcend into this upcoming season? I don't know.
hmm.
But respectfully, we have to wait and see. But let's move on to the Community Shield. So,
Hmm.
obviously, tomorrow,
Yeah.
how is
What
your
time is
squad
it?
looking like? It's. I mean, for you guys in the UK, it'll be 3 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. It's just I kept on thinking it's gonna be on Sunday. This
Oh,
our squad just came back days ago,
yeah.
just like 2 days ago, 3 days ago. So
Mm,
KDB obviously came last week. He was training by himself.
yeah.
Savio joined the squad 3 days ago, 4 days ago. I don't know. It's one of these. It's just recently they came back. Diaz came back 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Ake came back yesterday, I think. So that's when I saw Ake pictures. Uh, so basically, I think you're gonna play. I think you're gonna play this team that played at preseason. I think that's what he's gonna play. O'Reilly midfield
Mm,
with Kovacic, I think so, and then he's gonna play Haaland, who looks very sharp, and Bob, I think, is gonna play. Then Grealish is gonna play. I don't know about if I don't know if he's gonna play Calvin Phillips as the centre back next to Josko, because that was his centre back pairing. He might still go on with it because at the end of the day, I think you also have to be careful with bringing in players because both sides, I'm pretty sure players were away. I don't know how many players of yours were away. Ours, a lot of them were away. Um,
yep.
the English boys are not back yet. So all the English
Mm-hmm.
boys are still missing. Those guys will come back later. Uh,
Really? Okay.
yeah,
We
that's
have
what Pep
Irish
said. Pep
back
said
for some of them. Yeah.
Rodri and the English boys were given extra time. So Rodri and the English boys come back.
Yeah, I did
Rodri's
see
injured
that.
anyway, to be honest. So he's injured. He's coming back.
Is
He's
he
gonna,
injured?
yeah, he's injured. Yeah, Rodri's injured. So,
Oh,
yeah. So
also with Rodri, I mean, he's kind of been very vocal with, okay, I'll be playing a lot of games. And
yeah, I know. And people doesn't give a shit. Somebody say
he
I don't
doesn't.
care.
I mean, but he freaking hell, he really doesn't. But the thing is, though, burnout is a real thing, though. Let's
I
be
know it
honest.
is. It is. This is what everybody has been asking to maybe get somebody, but Pep seems to want to play Kovacic. He seems like he wants
Okay?
Kovacic as the cover. So it's fine. We'll see Kovacic.
Really?
Kovacic has actually
Kovacic.
started. Yeah, Kovacic is actually he was cooking very well. He was playing very well against Chelsea, and it's most times we struggle
Actually, he
against.
did. He did in
Yeah,
the
you know that
preseason
Chelsea
games. He
midfield
did.
we struggle because the runners. Kovacic
Mm.
actually held himself against that because Rodri struggles against Caicedo and Enzo. Obviously, oh yeah, the secret weapon is gone. Conor Gallagher, because Gallagher is the one who troubles in that midfield with running because he
Yeah,
trusts Rodri
he ain't
wherever he
there no
goes.
more.
Yeah, and so
True.
now there's just full access to the back line now. So I don't know. So the squad is like that. It's gonna be, I think, Rico Lewis as a right back, and left back. I don't know who's gonna play because I don't know if Brand came off. Um, he came off injured. I don't even know. Like you don't know who's staying with the Man City, who's leaving. So you don't even know who's gonna come on that bus. But I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure Pep will want to bring the odd guys in to just maybe he'll blend it to make sure that they also get minutes. Because let's not forget, none of them have got good minutes, so they might have to, they have to. This is what Kovacic is good, but he seems one season away from being Casemiro. Guy is getting old. I know he is. He's just 29. He's just 29.
I
Relax.
don't think he's that. Yeah, no.
Yeah, he's not that old. Let him cook. So I'm saying it's gonna be. I don't know. You know the thing about Pep is you'd think the preseason team is gonna play. You know this, Sofia, and boom, you're like, what? He puts a whole squad of people who haven't played football. He can do that.
That's what I'm saying. He's a lunatic. He'll do whatever he wants to do. He don't give a damn.
Yeah, you will find KDB, all these guys. He will just throw them in, and he'll say that they need minutes. That's what he will say. So maybe he might do that. I don't know about your squad. What about your squad? When did they come back? Who's injured and who's coming back? I don't know, because our injury is only
yeah. I mean, for us, so the full traveling squad, the guys that would, pictured traveling, Onana, Bayundi, Heaton, so 3 goalkeepers, Dallo, Maguire. There were reports saying that Maguire wasn't going to be available, but he is, apparently, since he traveled. Evans, Martinez is back. Amas, the young left back. Casemiro, Mount, Collier, who's also one from the academy, who's been playing alongside Casemiro in the midfield. Done very well. Struggled a bit against Liverpool, but other than that, I think he's done well. Mainu is back. Bruno, Rashford, Ahmad, Anthony, Garnacho, Sancho, Pelestri, and Xerxes. We finally, hopefully, get to see Xerxes.
Yeah, that's a good team back. Is Bruno back?
Yep.
Yeah, he has to be back because Diaz and Ronaldo came back 2 days ago. Yeah. Mainu came back fast, isn't it? Pep gives the players who would go into the final, he gives them extended time. You see, he told them to come back while the season has started already. I don't know why he does that. I don't know why Pep does that, to be honest. He's always done that.
It's like, we're gonna start off bad anyway, so we might as well just give them. We'll start off a little bit shaky in the beginning.
No, we do always. City always start badly, and I'm even thinking the fact that we cooked Chelsea. Sorry, we cooked Chelsea at the preseason. I bet you might be a draw. He might take a draw out of that. Look at you doing the face. Maybe they might get cooked more now. Though, I told Chelsea fans to be careful. I was like, because your team, the Chelsea team, it's the same one. I don't think it's going to, because those were the first team players, remember? So maybe only Jackson comes in, but majority, that's that big team. And
and maybe now that they've got Neto, I think probably Neto comes in.
Yeah,
Neto is a good signing. Everybody else, I think it.
Yeah, so I was telling them that City will set traps, and Pep knows Enzo. As he knew Arteta. Remember, Arteta struggled with Pep at the beginning when he said the tiki-taka. Pep knows that when you start tiki-taka, you struggle. And he knows how to set traps for struggling, because he knows defenders are not comfortable yet. Your keeper is not that great. They tell Chelsea one. So I was telling the Chelsea fans, be careful. It might become a basketball thing, because now it won't be that City youth team. It will actually be the experienced ones who know how to set good traps, and they will be ruthless.
You had a bunch of kids with some senior players doing that to senior players of Chelsea.
Yeah, so I was telling that you have to be careful, because if it's a senior team, they know how to do traps very well. Just ask Arsenal. Arsenal used to struggle against us. But first, when they said pass them in the back. But I hope all the best for them. But for you guys, I don't know. This game, I think it's a free-for everybody. I don't think there's somebody out there who's actually looking for bad blood for this. I know some people are, especially some City fans. They just want payback for the FA Cup, and they believe the players owe them an apology. Because to be honest with you, when you watch that game, there were certain people, I was like, get the fuck out if you don't want to sorry from Haaland. I was like, get out if you don't want to be here. You know what I mean? There's one person, I forgot his name. I remember every time I see a preview, he was walking instead of pressing. And I was like, they don't want to be, but I'm just saying, I think a lot of fans believe that, but I don't care. Some people believe that they owe us something to just because it's United, they just owe us something. But I was like, I don't really care. We've never won any Community Shield, and Pep gives them away. And Pep tries new systems in the Community Shield. Like, he would try something that he wants to see and just see how it is, and he doesn't care.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I don't know about you guys. The thing is, I thought you guys were gonna fire Ten Hag. I saw your preseason games. I haven't seen anything changed. So I was like, what's going on here? You know what I mean?
Nothing.
And what is he gonna do now? Because no. I'm disappointed. Let me go on record. I wanted Ten Hag to take over Pep when Pep left. I thought Ten Hag was younger than Pep at first. I used to think Ten Hag is younger than Pep. I didn't know his order.
But isn't it? like 1 or 2 years older or something.
Yeah,
Just a
I
few years
thought
older,
Ten
I think.
Hag.
Yeah.
I don't know. I used to saying it's not. People keep saying, "Oh, it's Ajax." No, that was even Ten Hag's coaching. I'm sorry. I saw videos of him. I used to coach them. So I'm like, where is this football? Where is
I
that
don't get
football? Because I
it.
don't care if it's Ajax, but it was him. He was the one making them play that
That's
beautiful
what we
football we saw.
wanted, though, Patrick.
So
We
yeah,
wanted that football. I feel like I've been deceived because that's what we hired you for. We wanted to get that football, and we didn't get it. It's not,
yeah, and for him to come
we
in the
have to wait and
media and
see.
say, "Oh, they'll never play like Ajax," I was like, "What?" Remember that when you said? I was like, "What? Come on."
Yes.
I think, and that, isn't that what Ten Hag was famous for? Tiki Taka. Isn't that what he was? A Tiki Taka guy. So I don't get it. I just don't get it. And now he's getting his players. We can call these his players, can you? Because he bought them. Mason Mount is his player. I'm sorry. I saw that video of you saying Mount is
I
going to be
mean, a
important.
lot
So
of them, yeah.
yeah,
And
so these
also,
are your players.
yeah.
These are your players. So let's see that Tiki Taka. You got a keeper who can pass from the
Mhm.
back. Onana, people might say bad things about him. I still rate him. I think he's okay. Everybody has a bad season when they start in the Prem, but he improved himself. Um, believe it or not, Pep wanted Maguire because Maguire can carry the ball from the back. So what are you doing,
Yeah.
Ten Hag? I think you have the tools, but what are you doing? So maybe you just need a DM who is like a Rodri type. These new DMs that are comfortable with the ball, maybe to sort of get the ball
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
top of the
because that
pitch.
midfield is a concern.
Yeah,
We
I
do
think
need to
so.
fix up that midfield.
Because Casemiro, I think, never played football where he has to get the ball from the back. He was always Tony Kroos that gets the ball, and Casemiro is just there to enforce, just to break when people are attacking. So I'm just saying, I don't know about your team, but I want to see something different. And I think by January, if you don't see anything different, I think this Ten Hag guy has to go. I think find
Oh
somebody
yeah,
else.
yeah. I mean, I think we might be seeing a Ruud van Nistelrooy come in and actually be an interim,
Yeah, I think
and it
that
looks
was
to
a
be that.
setup. I always think that's a
I
setup.
generally think that that's the plan. I
Mm.
will not be shocked if that ends up being the case. But yeah, he do have to fix up for sure because
So who are you
this.
dying to see then? Who are you like so anxious to see? Zexy? Like who?
Yeah, I really want to see what I mean. Xerxes for sure. I mean, it'd be nice to see Mano back, of course. Martinez back as well. Um, Bruno, Ahmed done very well throughout the
Yeah,
preseason
he's a
general.
baller. He's a baller.
A little bit lackluster, anonymous against Liverpool, I feel like, but overall been very good. Yeah, those are kind of players, Ganacho will be interesting to see as well.
Mm.
Um, Rashford, I think, has been decent in preseason,
Mm.
so hopefully he can build on that as well.
Kobe was good at the Euros, so you know what I
Yeah,
mean. I don't know.
exactly.
It's just I don't know about your team. There's just something lacking. Maybe it is a good defensive midfield, and that's it. I think that would actually fix a lot. Like that
Yeah, I
guy
think it's
who's
that. Yeah. Oh, go
Zubamende.
ahead.
Is it Zubamende who's going to Liverpool? I think that guy could have been great for you guys.
Yeah, we've been linked with him, but it looks to be that
Mm.
either he'll stay or goes to Liverpool. I think is one of those two options. So hopefully he'll stay at Real Sociedad because I don't want to see him at Liverpool. No,
I don't
thank
want to
you.
see my Liverpool too because he's that good. I was like, no, I don't. I don't.
Yeah,
I hear he's
yeah,
very stubborn though. He doesn't want to leave Spain. I hear teams have been looking at him ever since he was young, and then he never wants to leave Spain. I was telling somebody, I was like, how much money have people been offering him? Because sometimes money talks. You give him
yeah.
a good fee, he will leave Spain and not
One
do well.
hundred percent.
Yeah.
We've done that to players for years. When players were like, I kind of want to go. No, stay for one. Stay for 1, 2 more years.
Uh,
We'll race. Come on,
yeah, that's what
we'll
you
give you some
do.
more money.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll
one
see.
hundred percent.
Hmm.
Yeah, it'll
So
be very interesting.
I don't know this. I don't know how
So
to. I don't know how to do this game. So maybe you've got questions because I don't know how to preview this game. Like, how do
yeah,
we?
I
Like,
know. I also like for me it was more so interesting just to kind of it's like okay, the premise of the show is the game, but I didn't want the whole show to just be about the
yeah,
game
because there's
because
not
let's be
much. Like,
honest,
what do you say that?
it's not
Oh,
really an important game at all. It was more so just to kind of get your views about the transfer, the season ahead, the team, just to kind of have a conversation
yeah.
about that. To be fair, but are there any like maybe breakout stars for you for Man City? I mean, we did touch on a little bit about Oscar Bob, but I think this one, I think this season is going to be his time.
Yeah, I think he's matured. I think and I went on record and even told some City fans, and I didn't see anybody object. I was like, guys, this kid might actually be better than Foden. I was like, this kid is that good? Sofia, I'm sure you've seen. I was like, nah. I was like, I know Foden is good, but I was looking at this Oscar Bob. I was like, what the hell? The feet, there was a preseason game where he was told to go as a number 10. He was cooking people in that midfield, and he was cooking, and you can't get the ball off him unless you foul him. And I'm telling you, I saw Foden preseason. I saw Foden at City, and I don't want to take away from Foden, but this Oscar Bob, I think, will cook more than Foden, and I think he's more like, it's one of those where it's going to be wow going forward. It's just wow. You're just going to be wild. Or like the same thing you're saying, get off your seat, because it's the intelligence. His goals are very intelligent. Have you noticed that? Even the one against Newcastle. Remember when we were losing Newcastle and De Bruyne?
I remember.
They're just smart.
If you think about that was an important goal, you know that?
It was. And did you see how he finished that against Chelsea? Where he saw the small gap. Other players want to swerve it that side. This is what he
does for us, for Norway. He been doing this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think, I'm telling you, the ceiling, I think, is higher than Foden's.
I think so. I think people will talk more about him this season, because we've been raving about this guy for years here in Norway. So I was just waiting, it's a matter of time before this kid, or now, grown, gets his proper shot, because he's good. He's really good.
I think it's him. But we also got James McAtee, who went on loan to Sheffield. His first loan at Sheffield was successful. He was one of the best players. And then his second loan wasn't great. Sheffield United was poor when they came back, to be honest. But he said he learned a lot from that loan spell. He said it taught him a lot. And he said himself that, I'm going to bite my tongue this time. I'm staying. I'd rather sit here. He's accepting that he'd rather do the Foden thing, where he says he would rather sit here. Big up to you, Ravi. It's like he would rather sit on the bench like Foden and take his chances. I think that's the best for him, because McAtee was rated highly. And I know you've heard City fans say he was rated higher than Palmer, because he was McAtee, then Palmer in that team, then Lavia. There was always a ranking. So I'm happy he stayed, and I'm happy that Pepper said this kid is ready for the first team. And you saw against Chelsea. The creativity was coming from him. Most of the creativity and assists came from him. So this season, I'm looking at McAtee, O'Reilly. O'Reilly is the kid who's been playing as a box-to-box in that City midfield next to Kovacic. So him, Bob, and McAtee, they might have a very good breakout season this season. Yeah, and you know what? I was arguing with somebody. Somebody was like, O'Reilly is just 19. I was like, City fans, we admire other people's 19-year-old players. We criticize our own and say they're too young. Yet City fans are twerking for that player from, what's his name? Adam from Crystal Palace, who's 19.
Adam Wharton?
Yeah. And then they were also saying, look at Kobe Mainoo. Mainoo is like 18, 19. And then they're like, we want that Joe Neves guy from Benfica who's going to PSG. He's 19. Yeah. But the old 19-year-old are saying, he's too young. Yet Pep just told you that this kid could have been in the first team last season, but he got injured. He was training with us. The kid is the same height as Haaland. The kid is a unit. Have you seen him? He's huge. Same height as Haaland. Yeah. He can hold the ball, and he looks like he's also very technical. So those are the three I think I want to see even in this United game. Just throw them again in this United. See how they do.
Might as well.
This season. So I don't know about you. Like who are you looking forward to? Ahmad? Like who? Where's that Zidane kid?
Ahmad is a little bit more older than the other ones. I mean, he's 22. Looks very young, but he's
he looks
22.
Young. He's 16.
Yeah. And he's been here since he came in the 2020 summer window, but under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he didn't really properly get a chance. A couple of loan spells here and there. Came from Atalanta and all that, but I think.
And you paid a big fee, didn't you, for him as for a young boy? You paid a very big fee for him.
Yeah, you know what? We might have. I think we did. I think it.
Yeah, because I remember saying you're paying a very big fee for a kid. That's what I remember.
And he didn't really have even that many appearances for Atalanta at that time, so we took a gamble. I remember that.
Yeah.
So I hope and I believe if he keeps going, because the guy has a backup potential, but he needs to get some proper minutes. I do not want to see, just because Anthony did an interview now saying, okay, I'm gonna stay at Man United. Woo, no, shush, you're staying, but hopefully it's gonna be on the bench, broski, because nope, I need other people ahead of you in the pecking order, because no, I'd rather
Yeah,
scratch out
this is
my
not this.
eyeballs.
Yeah, this is not the season for nonsense, isn't it? It's not. I say it to
Yeah.
I was saying it to the guys that this season I think every club, if you stink up the place, they have to move you out by January. January, find somewhere to go. Yeah, find somewhere to go in the January window, because I think Anthony cannot just be sitting around saying, "Oh yeah, it's me," or this and that. That you leave. You know what I mean? I was like, leave. Um, I don't know. Yeah, Ahmed is good, and I hope he gets more playing time. I don't want to see Anthony. I don't know. Unless this season he starts cooking like the Ajax Anthony. If that happens, fair play to you guys. But I don't know. Let's see. Maybe Sancho might
Yeah.
come back.
Hey, there's something in me. I'm willing to give Sancho another season as well.
He's a baller.
I want him to do well here.
Mm.
I really want him to do well. So I have no issue if he doesn't get sold, if he's still here. Because him and Ten Hag, they've squashed it. It's done.
Mm.
They figured out, the differences. Da, 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 da. It's done. So now we can move forward, which we have done. Awesome. So I hope that he can stay, and I hope that he can prove why we wanted to buy him.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Yeah, exactly. He's a good player.
Wasn't he the
Also,
best player? He was the best winger in the UCL last games. He was. Let's be honest.
He was amazing.
He was cooking. He was cooking.
Yes. So it's like he has the potential. He's great. We just need to see it. But before we go, I just realized the whole Ederson saga.
That was
thoughts about that.
I don't know. You remember Carl? Carl is the only one who's very adamant that Ederson is not going anywhere. So big up to Carl, because Carl said Ederson's not going anywhere. This is a money issue. This is his agent. And I bet you there's just going to be smoke. And he also predicted, I don't know where he got his sources from. He's like, they're going to price him. I was like, come on, Carl. He wants to leave. He's accepted the terms. Like, no, they're going to outprice him. They don't want him to leave, but they're going to talk about his contract, because he doesn't get, he's one of the low-paid keepers, I think so. Obviously, to us, 100 is a lot a week, but some keepers are getting more than him in the Prem.
Yeah.
For somebody like, what's his name, that guy from Everton? I keep forgetting. This break has actually made me forget players. The England keeper, what's his name? The England keeper.
Where does he play, like, position-wise?
England keeper. The England keeper. What's his name?
The keeper. Oh, yeah. Pickford.
Yeah. Pickford getting more money than him. Ramsdale, nah. Come on. I know people.
Oh, I hear it.
But I think he looks at that and says, look, man, before me, which keeper won here UCL? Because the UCL was him. Oh, he was on fire during that UCL. Before me, how many titles did you win? So, look, it's fair. I think Ederson is supposed to be one of the highest paid players at City. I think so. I believe so. Like, Jack Grealish is on 3K a week, and Ederson is on 100. Come on. Make it make sense. I'm sorry. Yeah. I know I have a Jack agenda, but make it make sense. I'm not, but I think Raheem left also goes with Jack, because Raheem was like the second best paid, and then Jack came in, and then Raheem started talking a lot. I think when Jack came, I'm telling you, Sofia, like, some fans won't accept this. I think there was a bit of, the hierarchy went a bit like, because you're like, Jack is getting more money than Gundogan. It didn't make sense. Jack was getting more money than Bernardo Silva. It just didn't make sense. But I get it. Hustle is hustle, because at Aston Villa, they made him the highest paid player in the Prem. I think one of the highest paid players in the Prem, and in that they give him so much money. So I think when it was transferring, he didn't want to go down again. So fair play to his agent. But I understand. I think some of those things, they bring a bit of issues, because now I get it. Some of the players could accept about Haaland getting so much money. They could accept KDB. But I think when Jack came, some players...
because we had the issue as well with the De Gea, at some point becoming our most, earning the most, because Sanchez came in and was earning way more. And De Gea was like, excuse me, I've been the player of the season 3 years in a row. You're paying me way less than what my man is getting. Got the number 7 shirt. Haven't done jack shit. Nah. Pay me my piece.
Yeah, I think I understand it brings
Yeah,
issues. People used to say, "Oh, don't
it
bring
really
this
does.
person when with his wages, bring issues." I say, "I don't care." I understand now it does because once that gap goes up, other players will be like, why would Jack Grealish be getting more money than Bernardo Silva and them? It didn't make sense. It still doesn't make sense now, but at least Bernardo
It
Silva was
doesn't.
up money. But I think it because it gives players where they want to go. They'll tell you, "I want to get close to that." You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
Edison Cow said it was all about money. So I think it was all about money. I think they will talk about a contract, and I think they purposely outpriced him. Let's be honest. I know Edison is a great keeper, but they should have taken if they wanted to sell, they were taking that 50. They were taking that 50, but they were like
Yeah.
65. We're not going down 65. We're not going to go down in the price. So I was like, that's them just trying to say we don't want you to sell. They were calling that, but you know what? Sometimes they call you a bluff.
If
What if
that's
they
the
get to
case, though, when
65?
they be pricing you way up, it's like, but we don't want you to go. If you're gonna
Yeah,
go, we at least want to get proper peace for you because we don't
yeah,
have to let you go.
yeah.
You know,
I think that was
we
the thing
want you to
with
stay.
Edison. That was the thing with Edison.
So
Now he's settled. Look, I like Edison, man, and I tell people that people have to be careful because people are busy saying Ortega, but when Ortega gets pressed,
mm,
it's not the same as Edison getting pressed. Yeah, Ortega gets
yeah,
pressed. Sometimes the team looks iffy. With Edison, the team looks comfortable, and he's very comfortable on the ball. So big up to Edison for staying, and I'm very happy that obviously that went down. And you know what? If Saudi wanted him, Saudi have the money. Let's not lie. They will pay for that if they wanted him that badly.
they probably would. Yeah, for sure. And also with KDB, do you think that he'll, leave after this season,
Yeah,
or
I think he's got 1 year. Somebody said he's got 1 year. I don't know if he's got 1 year. Somebody said he's got 1 year or something. I
oh,
think KDB will leave for free. You never know though. Does he have 1 year though? I think he extended, didn't he? I think he extended 3 years. When did he extend? KDB extended, I think so. He might have 3 years or 2 years left on his contract. 3 years left?
maybe though.
2 years. Just check it.
The hell did he wait? Point contract expiry. Current deal or due to expire in 2026.
So he's got time.
Although
I don't know.
contract said then.
Yeah, because I think he extended last season or something. He extended
Yeah,
the
it
other
looks to
season.
be.
Yeah. So we'll see anyway. I don't know. A player like KDB, do they do like a Modric where they play till 37? I don't know. Maybe. You never know. But Modric was not getting as injured as KDB was. He was a bit fitter. So
Exactly.
yeah. So we'll
Yeah.
see anyway. But KDB is staying. KDB is not going. But it is what it is. We're gonna have to start finding somebody who's also more creative, because I still think as much as Phil Foden is a good 10, but I don't think Phil Foden is a very creative 10. I don't think he's at the high level of creativity. Maybe it will happen later on, but I've seen him, his creating is not as high level. So maybe it'll be Marketing, because Marketing is very creative. I don't know where we're going for it, but KDB, if Saudi come back for him, why he's got 1 year left, I'm pretty sure he wants to go, everybody wants to go to that Saudi money. But have you noticed something funny? Everybody wants to leave Saudi. Laporte says he wants to go back to Spain. All of them want to leave after
Yeah.
one season. Have you noticed that? They all keep leaving after one season.
Yeah. Like Henderson left. There's been better men that was like, Jesus, I
Alan
want to go.
Maximum, I think is Alan Maximum. I think he's also left. He hasn't.
Yeah, he left.
Yeah. So he left.
He's it now. Yeah.
I hear Ruben Neves wants to leave soon. I rate him, and I think United should have gone after him. Even City. I don't know if it's just me. I think Ruben Neves is. I used to see him as a Gundogan type of player where he can play as a holding midfielder and then he can play as an attacking midfielder. I think Ruben Neves, I was disappointed when I heard he's going to Saudi. I rated him. I still feel like he's a player that can, even for United, he can fix your midfield. I think he can fix your midfield.
I hear what you're saying. Yeah, some of them kind of left like, I hear you. Everybody has different reasons to why they want to go when they're like, yes, even though I'm at the prime age of my career, this money that I won't get elsewhere, let me just
look at Kudus.
Yeah. Let me collect the paycheck and just done with it. And I hear it. I mean, to reach your own. But before I wrap up, I want to hear your prediction for tomorrow. The game is the game. I just hope that we can see a good game.
Good I don't know. Does this go to pens? Does it go to pens? It does, doesn't it? It does. Comedy shoot?
I think it does,
Yeah, I don't know. I'm seeing a 2-2 in full time. I'm just seeing
Okay.
a 2-2 in full time, you know. But don't be surprised if you see United winning 3-1. Don't be, because City somehow can score first in the Community Shield, then they just let go. They don't care. They just start playing. They
Yeah.
start trying new things. Pep starts saying, "You play there, you get out." It's just I don't know. So well, I don't
Something
know.
we
I,
see
I, I
that
see a
player
2-2.
up there. It's like,
Yeah, so I see a
yeah.
2-2 full time. I see a draw full
Okay.
time. I don't know. We might be saying all this, then they all decide they don't give a shit tomorrow and just play the worst football that we've ever seen. And then or one of the teams will be on it trying to prove something and beat the other team badly. But Community Shields are always cagey, I
They
think we
are.
lost one. We lost 3-2 to Liverpool once. I think they were beating us 3-1 to halftime. I remember Jesus missing a 1v1. Yeah, they're never great. But I just see a
No.
draw game, and then maybe they'll go to pens, and then somebody will shamelessly celebrate a Community Shield. As always, I know people will be shameless. I know people are shameless.
Someone.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't celebrate them. I've never enjoyed. But I know a few people who celebrate them. I know people who say hold that. I'll be like, what are we holding here? Don't forget Arsenal fans. Arsenal fans use that as a major trophy. Remember, every time they
Yeah,
said everybody
yeah,
has won a
yeah.
major trophy this season, they were putting
It's
that
not a
plate.
major trophy. No, no,
People have
no.
to be. People are shameless. I'm telling you, people are shameless. Anyway, are you gonna do a watch along yourself?
No, I kind of been taking a little bit of a setback for the watch alongs. I mainly just do the reactions instead. That
Mm-hmm.
kind of works a little bit better. Are you doing watch along?
No, that's never my thing. I can't focus for that long. I've seen all of you do
Exactly.
it. Like fair play to all
No,
of you.
no.
Big up. I was like, I don't know how people do it. Like people sit there and they just sometimes they'll talk to themselves. I was like, how do they
Yeah,
do it? Fair play.
but Patrick, you're not alone. I had to just be like, I don't enjoy doing them no more, really, at the moment, because I just feel like I use too much energy with trying to, like, okay, let me keep the chat engaged. And it's like, sometimes I just want to sit there and just watch and
Yeah, I
not
think
feel like
a
I
watch
have
along
to.
could be great if you're doing it maybe with somebody. I have done a few where there's a group of people. At least that one
Hmm.
makes sense because somebody always brings something to talk about.
Yeah, of
But
course,
on
of
your
course.
own, I don't know. That's why I say fair play to people who do them because I was like,
Oh,
because I, but sometimes I just want to sit down, quiet, and I like watching games alone. By the way, I'd rather be in a room
yeah.
just
Same. I
watching the.
watch a lot of games alone. I
Uh,
love it. Like, oh, I
it's
actually
nice,
really
isn't it?
enjoy
Though, like
doing it.
it's
It's
nice to be.
nice. And I watch other people's watch along and like while I watch the game,
Uh,
and that's nice. It's a vibe.
yeah,
I
it's
just feel like it's I just enjoy that a lot more. And
nah,
then
fair,
just do the
fair.
reaction straight after. It
Yeah,
works
I'm pretty
better for me.
sure. I'm pretty sure people like maybe you'll be doing match alongs in big games, like big, like let's say you're in a final, UCL final, something like that. I think so, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, but I watch along for the whole season. Oh, fair play to people. That's soldiers. People are
Yeah, yeah,
troopers.
hey, big up, because I tried to do all of
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
but I was like, I'm drained. I'm tired. I can't. It's not for everybody. For those who do, bless your heart. But no, no.
But
But
yeah.
big up though, Patrick.
No,
I
thank you for having me.
appreciate you taking the time off your day to join in. It was a great show. I had a lovely conversation. Of course, always with Patrick. People do make sure that you do subscribe to Patrick channel. Patrick, do you have anything coming up on your channel?
No, not really. I'm gonna
No.
make false promises. I have been. I have said this, Sophia. As I said, I am not going to do any video unless it's makes sense, because this
Yeah.
transfer stuff, I just
No, I hear it.
yeah, like I was like I was doing it for a while, and I was like, why am I doing it? Nobody's coming, so I want to do the Alvarez one, but I'm not gonna have do anything. Even for this one, I didn't understand, like for not for yours but mine. I was like, I'm not gonna do it. I might do a reaction just to talk about maybe players I saw that did well or who look hungry, but
Yeah.
it's just been this summer. You know yourself, we've been starved of
Oh, we
poor
have.
transfers. Nothing exciting.
Yes.
I remember times when you could be linked with Ronaldinho. People used to be linked with big names. Now they're like they link you with somebody you don't even know. Oh, City is looking at this guy from Colombia. You Google
Like,
him
who
and then
the
you have to
hell
go
is
watch
this
comps.
guy? I
Yeah, I
know.
know. That's what I'm
We
saying.
believe the multiple player, and it's like of the you don't get.
That's what
It's
I'm
like,
saying.
what
That's
is
what
this?
There's nothing. I don't know. The next thing will be the Chelsea thing, but that's way the Chelsea game, and that's way in front.
Yeah.
That's all I'll do. But for the meantime, I don't think there'll be much. Unless
I hear it.
Yeah.
It needs to make sense.
Yeah, unless I'm pretty sure all of us will be shameless. Let's be honest. We're content creators are hungry. So if we win the charity shield, everybody will come on a review.
Hey, I depending on how it goes, you never know. I cannot sit here and lie and say I won't be shameless. You never know.
Yeah,
you never know.
I know Sunshine will be shameless. I know Sunshine will be shameless. That one is shameless. I mean, even Waffle will be shameless. I know there's the people who are shameless. They'll be shameless after this win. Anyway, I appreciate you having me. Sorry for for being late, but at least we still made it. Yeah,
we made it, and we made a good show. So no worries at all.
Yeah, big up to you. Big up to you.
Yes, big up. Guys, once again, do subscribe to Patrick's channel. It is linked in the title, but also in the description box. I'll be back tomorrow straight after this game, of course. And we'll see. Did we give the predictions, by the way? Wait, yeah, you said it.
I said 2-2 full time.
You said 2-2?
Go to Pens. What about yourself?
Yeah. I'll say 2-1 Man United. 2-1 Man United.
Yeah. Kobe Mainu.
It is what it is. But it could be a draw. It could be a draw.
Yeah.
But yeah, big up to those of you who've been here. Big up, big up. Subscribe to the channel. We're still on the road to 3K subscribers. We're literally very, very close. So subscribe, like the video. Of course, feel free to join the SFT membership. And Toowoomba saying straight lost. Damn, Toowoomba. That's some faith.
Let's just pray that somebody doesn't get cooked. Let's just pray somebody doesn't come with the spirit of not wanting to play and they get cooked, because we don't want somebody getting cooked this early season. We don't want that.
Imagine that, somebody getting cooked. I just hope it ain't my team.
Yeah, it'll be bad. I hope it's not that Chelsea thing. 5 minutes 2-0. You're like, nah.
If we are, I will be raging if that happens. Piss me off if that happens. No. No. Okay, so I'm back. No.
That's horrible.
Yeah, I will have to wait and see. But guys, back tomorrow. Have a lovely time. And we are out. Big up. Bye-bye.